going down to the office, so with the office not being there, I got kind of lazy, but it's cool. We're back now, okay? We're not gonna be lazy anymore. I might actually do another video this week after this one, because honestly, you guys, sometimes there's just so much stuff that goes on. Only doing one video a week, I really don't feel like is sufficient at this point, because you know, there might be a video where I want to focus on some interviews, there might be a video where I want to also talk about events that are coming up. Like, there's just always things happening, and I think only doing one video every 2 weeks is just not enough. So I think what I'm going to actually start doing is obviously doing videos down at Converge Media, but then also doing videos here in my apartment. So speaking of that, I am in my apartment and I'm using my Canon camera, which means I don't necessarily know what the sound quality is gonna be like. It's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be bad, but it is definitely gonna echo a little bit. I don't have carpet, I have like hardwood floors in here, so it just is what it is. So in terms of today's show, I have some interviews that I want you guys to see. There's a clip from me interviewing Daryl Cruz, and oh my goodness, I forget what his friend's name is that was with him. It's his partner in the event, but it's all about voter turn up, which is going down in Tacoma, basically to get more people on the south side to come out and vote. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. I have a clip of my interview that I did with KJ from Debonair Decor. That interview should be dropping in about a week or two. And then of course we have your normal news things. We gotta talk about the Watershed Fest. That is a hot mess, more like a COVID fest. Obama's birthday, Jay-Z, we're talking about Dr. Dre, Cardi B, Lizzo, Pier 62, some ticket giveaways that I have on cue, plus we also gotta tie in a little bit of TikTok, and obviously there will be commercials from time to time. So really quick, let's start this out with something very local. Child, this is a mess. So did you guys hear about Watershed Fest? Believe it or not, I did not. Apparently it went down at the Gorge, I want to say like a couple weekends ago, and Monday they announced that there's been 210 new COVID-19 cases linked to the Watershed Fest. And then of course you had Lollapalooza a couple weekends ago. They also have like 203 cases. Now of course this is not what the state needs, because you have cases in every single county just about. Someone did reach out to Governor Inslee and his team. They got a hold of Tara Lee, who happens to be one of his spokesperson, said, "We are deeply concerned about this. The rise in cases all over the state, including from large events, definitely impacts our thinking." Meaning, look, they don't necessarily know if they're going to shut us back down, or if they're going to make it to where there's like capacities on entering certain venues or grocery stores or whatever have you, but they're definitely thinking about it, and festivals like this are making it to where they're probably being more convinced to do so. Speaking of that, there are actually a lot of bars and restaurants and different places that you can now not go to if you are not fully vaccinated. If you missed my TikTok about it, check it out. I mean, we already knew this was coming, right? Like, did we forget where we live? What's up? Wanted to let you guys know what the heck is going on around here in terms of COVID. There are actually over 100 different places across Washington State now, particularly in Seattle, Fremont area. I don't know of too much that's on the South Sound, but I know definitely in Seattle there are a lot of different restaurants, bars, and even clubs that you are now not allowed to enter if you have not been vaccinated. And of course, that also means Barboza, Numos, Runway, Sugar Hill, and a whole bunch more. Let me see if I can find one more. Ah, there it is. Nectar Lounge. Again, like I said, there's over 100 different places. All you have to do is do a quick little Google search of restaurants, bars, and venues in Seattle that you now have to show proof of vaccination in order to enter. Now, there are a couple where you only have to show like a negative test, but for the most part, they do want the full vaccination card. So you guys already know how I say it. I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm just giving you the information. Alright, so you guys already know I never want to tell you exactly what to do, but I definitely always want to make sure that you guys have the information. So if you need any details on how to get your COVID vaccine, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to give you all that info, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about Drake and how apparently Drake had COVID. Hey guys, it's Besa Gordon from Converge Media. You can catch me on my show, Rewind with Besa, which airs every other Saturday at 2 p.m. anywhere you watch Converge Media. Now look, I know a lot of us still have questions about COVID-19 and the vaccine. However, here are a couple things you don't have to ask questions about. One being everyone 12 years and older in Washington State are now eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. And frankly, it's free. So that also means you don't need insurance and you don't need citizenship status in order to get vaccinated. If you still have questions, and I'm pretty sure you do, you can visit kingcounty.gov/COVID for additional information. You can also call the King County COVID-19 call center at 206-477-3977 to get COVID-19 vaccination questions answered. You can also get translation services if needed and set up in-home vaccination appointments for yourself or anyone that you know who may not be comfortable at a vaccination site due to a disability, anxiety, or other reasons. Look, with summer being right here, now is the best time to get your COVID-19 vaccination questions answered so we all can get out the house and go back to living our best lives. Okay, so anyone that's been following Drake, you've known that for the last 9 months, he's had this little heart right in his hairline, and of course it's connected to his album Certified Lover Boy. Well, recently a photo hit the internet that he posted himself, by the way. I want to say he was in like a studio, and the heart was a little less than perfect, okay? It looks like one of Drake's fan pages said that the heart literally looks stressed, all right? Drake did come out and actually said, surprisingly anyways, I had COVID, this issue grew in weird, I had to start again, LOL, it's coming back, don't diss. And I'm like, so did Drake really have COVID? Because no tea, no shade. I feel like if Drake had COVID, we would have known about it. But at the same time, I guess with everyone being on lockdown, it's really easy for things like that to not get out. I mean, I've definitely gone days without leaving my apartment, and if you've seen Drake's mansion, he can definitely sit up in there for a good month. Heck, I'm pretty sure he has a studio in there also. So, I mean, there's been no confirmation of if he was like kidding or not, but yeah, Drake's hairline is growing a little funny for some reason. According to Drake, it was due to COVID. Barack Obama. Okay, so he recently had his 60th birthday party. Obviously, my invite got lost somewhere in the damn mail, but I digress. And in attendance, there was Jay-Z, Beyonce, Erykah Badu, Alicia Keys, John Legend, and even Chrissy Teigen. I mean, that's kind of obvious. Like, since when do you see John Legend without seeing Chrissy Teigen? But I digress. Apparently, when he was first planning the event, he started getting some backlash because of the amount of people that he was inviting. So he kind of shrunk it down. Well, it looks like Andre Leon Talley feels that the Obamas need to remember their humble roots. I guess he felt that it was his duty to write a little think piece about why the Obamas are, in a nutshell, so, I don't know, I guess irresponsible, and if I'm not mistaken, he used the words tone deaf. I'm not gonna read this whole thing. I'm gonna put a little clip of it up on the front, but basically he says, look, we all love Beyonce, but there's more things to worry about, like COVID, voting rights, climate change, and more. He said it was tacky and they need to remember their humble roots. I just feel like, good sir, good gentleman, the freaking world is open, okay? I know there are some countries that are not open, but if Washington State is open, I know damn well that wherever the heck they were is open. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, they were at someone's vineyard. I cannot remember who it is. I already threw the damn paper. So either way, I'm pretty sure they were open too. So with that being said, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes people just have so much time on their hands these days to basically police what some people are doing. So just because he took one day to celebrate his 60th birthday means that he doesn't care about climate change, he doesn't care about voting, he doesn't care about anything else that we have going on. That doesn't even make any sense. And for that matter, it was an invite only. So I'm almost wondering if Andre's real issue is the fact that he wasn't even invited. Or maybe he was on the original invite list and then got taken off of it when they had the sides down. I don't know. But what I do feel like is, I just feel like at this point in 2021, we should not be quarantine shaming anymore. Like, and for that matter, to even take it to another level, the Obamas are not in office anymore. Like, no tea, no shade. They really don't owe us anything anymore. Like, they don't owe us any explanations. Like, what? I'm pretty sure that he still advises Biden, but at the end of the day, it's not like he did what Kanye West did. Like, if you want to be mad at somebody, you can be mad at Kanye West for having that whole Donda concert, okay? I don't know if they had masks there, I don't know what they did, but I know it was a lot of goddamn people in that arena on both nights. So I'm just like, he has a small private event and you have an attitude because probably, like I said, you just didn't get an invite. Because are you really trying to tell me that the Obamas have a party and they don't make sure everyone is tested? Like, get the F out of here. So we're gonna go to another subject from there because that's just stupid. Dr. Dre and his daughter. So here's what's going on in case you guys have been wondering. First and foremost, he's been ordered to pay his ex-wife Nicole, I want to say really close to $300,000 a month in their settlement. Apparently if she gets into like another relationship or she gets married, that's when it ends. But until further notice, he's paying her a good $300,000 a month. Okay, now his eldest daughter, let me make sure I get her name right. Her name is LaTanya Young. She got wind of this and decided to go to the news outlets and let everybody know that she did not appreciate this. Apparently, our good sis over here works for DoorDash, has 4 kids, is apparently living in her car, and the kids, because she doesn't have the kids living in her car with her, they're actually at family and friends' house, okay? She decided to, one, go to the news to talk about this. I'm not really sure what she thought going to the news would do, and maybe, you know what, maybe it was bring more attention to what I'm about to mention now. She now has a GoFundMe account, okay? So after Dr. Dre's ex-wife was awarded the $300,000 a month for alimony, a little bit later a video hit some news station. I don't remember the news station. If I can find the clip, I'm gonna put it in here.
Now for a Daily Mail TV exclusive, a daughter's heartbreak. LaTanya Young's megawatt father is rapper and record producer Dr. Dre. But just at 5 years old, LaTanya says that Dr. Dre left her mom to raise their 3 daughters without a dad. Well, now, today, LaTanya, at 37, with kids of her own who would love to meet their grandfather, says that she hasn't seen her dad in 17 years.
My father is rapper-producer Dr. Dre. You guys know him as Dr. Dre. I know him as Andre Young.
LaTanya Young grew up in the shadow of her famous but absent father, who she hasn't seen since she was 20 years old.
How do I feel about not seeing my father for almost 17 years? I feel misplaced. I feel incomplete.
Now, 37, LaTanya wants to rekindle her relationship with her father.
My father is a family guy. I just don't understand why there's a pause when it comes to just spending quality time sincerely with your daughters. I feel like he gave up on me. He gave up on me, and I don't know why still.
LaTanya thinks Dre's estranged wife, Nicole Young, may be partially to blame.
You know, to be told that you're nothing when you call for your father and you can't get through her. I'm never going to forget that. And she won because I got my father taken away from me. She's won.
Even still, LaTanya holds on to the slightest hope for the sake of her 4 kids. They've never met their grandfather, but always ask,
when can we see him? You're my father. You know, I want you to be okay. I know he has a lot of love in his heart. Where it went, I don't know.
LaTanya tells us she recently applied to be a FedEx driver, that to keep her family afloat, and she insists that she doesn't need money from her multi-millionaire dad, Dr. Dre. She just wants a phone call.
And once that happened, a little bit later, she decided to create a GoFundMe account because, you know, she's a little bit worried that she's gonna end up losing her car because she's only making $15 an hour working at DoorDash. And, you know, she's saying things like, oh, everyone's wondering why you're living out of your car and you're Dr. Dre's daughter and your dad's a billionaire. And I'm like, well, who said that? No tea, no shade, nobody would have even known about this had she have not gone to the news. However, I digress. I wish that I could give my honest opinion about Dr. Dre, a man who was worth, I want to say $832 million, something like that. He's real close to $1 billion, okay? I wish that I could honestly give my thoughts on that, but I can't. Because for one, she's already said that she hasn't had communication with this man in years. 2, she said that he was helping her out financially, but he stopped once she went to the press. So basically, she started going to the blogs, telling all the business, and then he cut her off. Number 3, even when he was apparently helping her out, she said she didn't even have his direct phone number. She didn't have his pager, she didn't have a phone number, she didn't have an email. She had no way of contacting this man. The only way that she would be able to contact him is if she did it through like his assistant. So at that particular point, to me, I don't really know what kind of relationship that you have with your dad. If I were to call my dad right now, he's over here. Now, I am my only dad's child, but my point is, I actually have a real relationship with my father, right? I'm not really sure if these two really had a relationship. Now, obviously, I can sit here and say, look, parents should take care of their kids always, but I don't have kids, so I really don't know what the heck I would do if his sister would. I really don't know what the heck I would do in his situation. I can sit here and say that, you know, I would make sure I set my kid up right. I can sit here and say what I would do, but I really don't know. I don't know. I don't have any kids, and I frankly don't even know if I ever will. In this particular case, his daughter is 38 years old. I don't know if I mentioned that. She has 4 kids. I don't know if it's all by one dude or multiple dudes, but I do definitely wonder where the heck are the baby daddies. However, if I am gonna also really be as frank as possible, I really feel like at age 38, something might have gone wrong. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to talk bad about sis, but at 38 with 4 kids and you're living in the car, something went bad. Okay, something went bad, because you're sitting here saying that he was helping you out for a little bit. So what was you doing with all that damn money? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's really hard for me to give my honest opinion on this, because I feel like there's so much more backstory. Because if your dad is Dr. Dre and he was helping you out, well, how much money was he giving you, and what were you doing with this money? Like, were you wasting it? Were you not working at that time? Like, were you literally just living off of his money? Were you even trying to start your own business? Like, where are these daddies? Could you not put them on child support? Could the kids not stay with them? Are they all locked up? Child, I don't know. I don't know. But I have a lot of questions, and I feel like they're never going to be answered. So, look. This is a photo of her GoFundMe in case y'all want to, you know, donate. I'm not going to tell you to. I'm not going to tell you not to, because it's not my damn money, which means it's not my business to tell you what to do with it. But I do find this story to be very interesting, because what everyone is basically saying now is like there's a 50-50 split. You have people saying that's his child, he should always take care of her. And then you have other people that are saying, man, that's a grown-ass woman. 38 years old. Sis, you tapping on 40. Like, what? Good sis, get it together. So, I don't know. For those of you that have kids, drop your thoughts below. I would love to hear from you. I'm just a girl that doesn't have any kids, so me saying things on it, I can give my opinion, but it's really hard because I don't have children, which means I don't have that bond with someone like that, you know? So I don't really know how that works for y'all, but yeah. If I find out any more information about this, I'll let you know. In the meantime, in between time, Dr. Dre has actually not commented on the situation, so that's awkward also. In Cardi B news, matter of fact, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. I'll be right back. Hey Seattle, if you're trying to find something to do this summer, I got the perfect thing for you. Come on down to Seattle Waterfront's Pier 62 and enjoy free, yes free, family-friendly events all summer long, like art, dance, music, storytelling. And if you're trying to get that body right before the summer is over, you might as well join their free yoga and fitness classes. Head on over to Waterfront Park Seattle for a full summer schedule of vibes you don't want to miss. Alright, welcome back. I needed to get some water. I'm sorry. So Cardi B allegedly, this is still rumor, apparently she actually left, again, allegedly, Sony Music Publishing and went over to Warner. Now Warner also has Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, Sweetie, and more. But you know, neither of them have actually spoken on this particular rumor, so we'll wait until Cardi B makes a big announcement or denies it. I feel like it might be true, because typically when things like this come out about Cardi B that isn't true, she quickly comes out and it's like, why would I leave my record label, or this isn't true, here go the blogs, you know, printing out lies again. So if Cardi B comes out and mentions it and mention something about it, or if Sony does, I'll definitely let you guys know. Follow me on social media at Besa Gordon, because I definitely do put a lot of little updates in my IG or on TikTok, especially TikTok. By the way, I just hit 22,000 on TikTok. Anywho, speaking of Cardi B, she recently did a song with Lizzo, or shall I say Lizzo did a song with Cardi B, because Cardi B is actually featured on Lizzo's song. It's called Rumors, and the music video is actually really dope. She has this full-on Hercules theme to it. I'm here for it. Okay, I like the song, I like the video. What I don't like is the aftermath that is spilling out. So basically, the song details all the different rumors that have been said about Lizzo along with Cardi B, but this video is more so about Lizzo. So I'm gonna put some of the things up that she says in the song, which will be certain rumors that have been about her. Like there's Drake, there's ones about her waist, there's ones about you know, people saying that she was turning big girls into hoes. Like there's a lot of interesting little things that she's dispelling in that song, but at the same time, She's popping her ish. She's like, look, y'all can sit here and be a hater all you want. I am that you know what. I am popping, I am big, I am voluptuous. You don't have to like me, I like me, and that's what really matters. Well, boy, does a couple days change a couple tones. I don't know what people were saying in Lizzo's comment section, but check out this video that she had to say to people that were hating on the song and video.
Sometimes I feel like the world just don't love me back. It's like it doesn't matter how much positive energy you put into the world, you're still gonna have people who have something mean to say about you. People saying shit about me that just doesn't even make sense. It's fatphobic, and it's racist, and it's hurtful. If you don't like my music, cool. If you don't like Rumors the song, cool. But a lot of people don't like me because of the way I look.
Now, apparently there were also people calling Lizzo a mammy. Check out what she has to say about that.
Anyone that's trying to say that Lizzo is acting like a mammy is completely wrong, and you're colorist and fatphobic.
This is exactly why I started out the song with "They don't know I do it for the culture." These people who are saying this are probably the same people who are mad when I'm being hypersexual. And the mammy trope is actually desexualized. So it can't both be true. Make it make sense. I really think people are just mad to see a fat black woman that makes pop music and is happy. Y'all are so upset that I'm happy, but this rhetoric doesn't even bother me because Aretha Franklin was criticized by the black church when she came out with Respect. Whitney Houston was booed at the Soul Train Awards for being too white. Beyonce received criticism early in her career. So you know what? The type of music that I make, I know that I'm making it to be great. I'm making it to touch the world, and I don't trip on any of these criticisms because I know that the only person that I'm serving is myself. I'm on my way to make my dreams come true. I hope you are too.
In addition, you already know Cardi B had to come out and defend Lizzo. She actually posted on, I want to say Twitter, when you stand up for yourself, they claim you're problematic and sensitive. When you don't, they tear you apart until you're crying like this. Whether you're skinny, plastic, they're going to always try to put their insecurities on you. Remember, these are nerds looking at the popular table. You know, I think that this is so unfortunate because with Lizzo, I feel like everything that Lizzo stands for is confidence, right? It's confidence in whether you're big, whether you're small, whether you're light-skinned, whether you're dark-skinned, or whether you're brown. Like, it's confidence and it's self-love, but it's also very honest and it's raw. And so when you hear those songs like Rumors and you hear her being like, look, I don't care about what you guys are saying, like you guys are wild and look, I'm gonna do me, my fans love me, I love me. And then you see her crying, talking about this is hurting my feelings. I'm like, sis, which one is it? Because, you know, I understand being transparent with your friends, but I can't help but feel like when she does this, she feels the fire for people to pick on her more, right? Like, oh, so it bothers you this much when I call you a mammy? Oh, so it bothers you this much when I call you fat? Oh, so it bothers you this much when I say your song or music video is bad, or I talk about your body, whatever, whatever. So now you just solidified that they're doing a good job of being bullies. And so, like, I wish that Lizzo would do more like myself and either delete the comments or stay out of the comments or block people that are giving you negative comments, because it really sucks that you can have 100 really positive comments, just positive, and then you get that one comment that says you're ugly, that says you're fat, that says your hair looks bad, and then all of a sudden none of the comments matter anymore, and now you're just going back and forth with this one person when you didn't even like the other comments that were said to you that were so positive. So what I do is I just delete them. And if I don't delete them, I might respond back and forth for like a second and then I delete the whole thread. And if they want to keep it going, I just block them. Simply because what I've noticed is that when I leave those kind of comments there, more people think it's okay to come on my page and bring that energy. And frankly, it is not. It is not okay for you to come on my page with your funky ass attitude. It's just not okay. I'm not feeling it, I don't like it, and I don't need it, and it frankly doesn't need to be over here. I just feel like when it comes down to protecting your peace, sometimes you just gotta let things rock, especially if you're sensitive. Lizzo might be a strong-minded woman, but she's also sensitive. And frankly, I would be sensitive too if I had thousands and thousands of people coming up to me on a daily, calling me this, calling me that. Like, you know what I mean? I only have a few people that I have to block from time to time, and I still be like, goodness, why am I having to block people? Like, what is this, honey? But I don't let it get to me because I delete it before I sit here going through and allowing a bunch of people to come on. So I think it would be good for Lizzo to hire someone to go through her comment section. I think it would be good for Lizzo to hire someone to read those comments, delete all. Okay, I don't know where it cut off, but in a nutshell, what I was saying is I think it would be really good for Lizzo to hire someone to go through her comment section, read all the negative comments, get rid of them, and then when she comes through, she just sees the positive comments. Even if it's feedback, like there's just some things that are just really nasty, you know what I mean? Like there are some people that really want to be able to get that screenshot that says I was going back and forth with Lizzo, you know what I mean? And that is just, first of all, that's aggy as hell, but also it's a trap that you're allowing yourself to fall into. So I don't know if anyone can send that to Lizzo, if anyone wants to say that or kind of help her out there a little bit. But Lizzo needs to stay out of her damn comment section because this song is so empowering, and then to see her like that online, it just makes me so sad because it's like, I know you're saying that you're strong, but that stuff does bother you. Like, girl, I can feel the energy through the camera. Like, come on now. So wishing Lizzo love and light, and girl, stay out of that comment section. All right, you guys, we're gonna go to another commercial break. In this one, I'm gonna put in a clip from Daryl Cruz about voter turnout, which is happening in Tacoma.
You know, Charlotte and I were based here in Tacoma, and you know, we're thinking about how people of color, you know, have not shown up in the way that we would hope, that we would be able to show up. You know, we our numbers in the returns aren't as high, and so I feel like, we're talking about how can we help, get our people to the polls, right? And it's just a matter of engaging people in a new way, engaging people culturally, and meeting people where they are. So we, started thinking about it and, created this idea of voter turnout where it's, it's the voter registration piece, but it's also the arts and the culture to kind of bring people, into a wonderful day at the park to, just kind of talk about voting and get engaged in the process in a way that feels, fun and right.
Let me ask you this. I remember you said something about how Mayor of Tacoma is going to be involved. You're going to have some artists. Like, what would you say are, aside from those things, who are the artists that will be there, and what are some of your other main attractions to get people out?
So as you said, the Mayor of Tacoma will be there. Mayor Wooders is going to be, joining us with a message. We have Brooke Brown, who's going to be joining us. She's the Washington State Teacher of the Year, who'll be speaking. Jarvie is going to come. He has an amazing, new project, and that's kind of politically involved. Allah Sound, well, not Allah Sound, Allah is joining us. He's an amazing, pop R&B artist, as well as Rocky Sandoval, who's just a really favored son of Tacoma. Like, everyone loves Rocky. So, that's who's going to be joining us. We're also going to have food, because you cannot have, an event with, for people of color and not have food. So we have, some amazing food trucks that are going to come join us. And, your people are going to be there. So you got the music, you have, leaders, and you have your people, all in this wonderful mixture. So that's what we're doing.
All right, you're still locked into Rewind with Besa. And this weekend, I will be at Pier 62. I can't remember if it's Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna put the schedule up here for when I'm going to be down there. That way, if you guys want to pull up, say, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing mighty fine. You can do that, and you know when I'll actually be there. Otherwise, all week I have a giveaway on Cube Money 33 for tickets to see Kevin Gates when he pulls up to WAMU on September 22nd. All you have to do is listen in at 8 o'clock. I'll tell you guys when to call in. You got to be caller number 9. I'll put the phone number right here, and caller number 9 gets a ticket. So real simple. And yes, you'll get 2 tickets. I don't know if it's will call or if you'll have to come down to the station yet. I feel like I got an email about that, so if I have like more details, I'll just put it on the screen. But yes, caller number 9, Monday through Friday. Well, today's Tuesday when I'm recording this, so between today and Friday, 8 p.m. You're gonna want to listen in if you want to win those Kevin Gates tickets. And plus, I also have, I want to say I have Wiz Khalifa tickets for the Rayman Fest. I want to say I give those away at 7 p.m. but that's like a online contest, so you basically want to listen in, get the keyword, enter that at cube9333.com. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna leave you guys with this quick little quote. It says, "Lately, my peace has been more important than proving my point." And when I tell you, once you get that down, life is so much easier. Like, I just don't have the energy to argue with people, especially when I know I'm right. Like, eventually it's like, you know what? If you thinking that helps you sleep at night, go for it. So yes, I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Definitely pull up to Pier 62. If you've gone down there recently, let me know what you did. Let me know your favorite part about it. So far, I'm just really digging the views, because like you can get all the views and then still watch the performances. Or I went on Sunday and there was like some storytelling while I still had a little photo shoot over in the corner. And then once I was done, I went and I sat down, listened to some of the storytelling. It's definitely a very easy vibe. In case you're wondering what it looks like, once you walk up to the pier, you literally just walk in, you'll see the tents, it says Friends of the Waterfront. You go towards the back, and then you'll see another tent where there might be a performance, there might be a yoga class, there might be a Zumba class, there might be a West African dance class, there might be storytelling, a band. Like, there's just so many things that are going on. And this weekend, they're going to have food and music, okay? I'll put the exact day and times when you can come down for that. So yeah, if you pull up down to the pier, definitely hit me up on social media at Besa Gordon. Let me know what you did. Let me know your favorite part. Like I said, my favorite part is definitely the views. And also, it's like, it's so dope. I'm able to have a whole photo shoot in one corner while I watch someone do a performance or listen to music. Like, it's an absolute schmood. Totally here for it. So yes, I'll be back very, very soon. Till I get back, definitely hit me up on social media at Besa Gordon. Make sure you're listening to me on Cube 93.3, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then also for the rest of this week, I'm giving away Kevin Gates tickets at 8 o'clock. You just need to make sure that you call in, be caller number 9 to win the tickets. So I will talk to you guys a little bit later. And of course, drop your thoughts below about anything that I talked about today.
Can I? Baby? Can I?
Bring it to the 6 wild